Is that Dr. Fish? Am I reading that right? Oh, wow. Let me see if my mic's working. Yeah, my mic's working. David the producer? Like one of the first guys in here? Holy crap! I just got back from work. Sup? I just got back from work. Dr. Fish, hey buddy. I just got done saying that to Ozzy, my husky. Hey buddy. How you doing? Hope you're having a good, what the hell is it? Sunday. It's Sunday! It's like midnight now. I'm going to try to sort through some of my, here, I'll just show you. I don't, well, no, maybe you can move the camera. So I got my new, I got to roll some smokes up. And these are all nice and everything. But I got these down here I need to sort through. You see all those? I got to sort through those. They're misfires, ones that maybe got crumpled a little. I'm going to see if I can put them together to smoke. My hair's like plastic right now. I decided to slick it back before I went to work. I don't know why. I just did. Have a good stream, Mikey. Hey, good to see you, Dr. Fish. Man, the more I keep coming on YouTube, everyone keeps coming through the chat, and I keep saying it every stream. Wow, whoa, 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 wow, whoa, wow. Boost Angle 23, good to see ya. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, I had a good night at work. Oh my goodness, it was a good night. There was this lady, man, this lady is so generous. I mean, and she's just like nothing fancy, like she lives in a motel or something, or she's staying there at least, and she's so nice. She tipped me $66 tonight. Shout out to the nice lady that I've delivered to her probably 7-8 times now, and she always gives me like $40 plus an electronic tip. You know, I'll go to a million dollar house and get like $6, you know. But there's some very kind people out there. Well, everyone is all of 3 people, Boost Angle, right now. And one of them's leaving, like Dr. Fish. But I'm sure if we give it time here, we'll build it up. I just feel it. I feel it. I got up to $20 my first night working. Oh, I got a $20 tip. Yeah, it really makes you feel appreciated, you know. Okay, now here's a misfired one. So I got to check how much of the misfire. Okay, that's smokable. That's smokable just the way it is. So that's going down there. Okay, this one is just crumpled. Just crumpled, but usable. So we're gonna put that in right now and see if we can get a real one. We'll see if the machine will unravel it. It's debatable. It became that much at the bottom. Not usable. Okay, we can smoke it like that. Just gotta draw in like less. See, now we're moving. We got 6 people in the house. I see 100 people here soon. I mean, I feel it. You know, I could happen. Look, I got my denim shirt on. I mean, come on, that's worth it. I mean, this is a cool shirt. I mean, it's probably simulated denim. I think I only paid like $20 for it. Simulated denim. Okay, on to the third one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that one's just crumpled. That looks usable. That looks usable. All right, let's pack it in here. Let's see if we can get a good one here. Gotta have smokes for the stream. That one became a perfect one. Okay. So we got 2 misfires plus a perfect one. Blondie, 647 tune. Yo, is that great? Yes, it's Green Bay Wacky. It is. It is. I'm here. I'm here again. I'm a glutton for punishment. I just got back from work. I told my wife. She's like falling asleep. She's really like tired. I'm like, I'm going to live stream. I'm going to do it. And Ozzy was really tired. He's lying down. Call me on the line. Call me anytime. Got me thinking Blondie. I love, one thing I love to do is I love to watch live performances of Blondie. Different years. I like to watch Rapture, when they did it live in the 80s or in the 90s or the 2000s. I don't know if you guys do that ever. You ever explore YouTube just to watch different performances of people? Take your favorite songs and see different versions of them. I do that all the time. Smash that like button even if you don't like me. It's my new slogan. Smash that like button even if you don't like me. But, man, I saw something weird today. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Oh, now it's only 4 people. 2 left. Already. They didn't give me a chance to be interesting. We went from 6 to 4. I was just getting warmed up. I love listening to Billy Joel or Granger Smith. Isn't Granger Smith country? What he's got a hit. What's his hit? I'd know it. That's not Backyard or Backroad Song. That's not Granger Smith, is it? The Backroad Song. Okay, fill me in here. Yankee Kyle. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad you came in because 2 people just left, so we need to replenish them. They'll be back. They'll find there's nobody else on that's even remotely interesting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's some interesting people on. Oh, my goodness. So I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Hey, St. Paul Dog, you're back for more damage. Yeah, I got to take a look here. There was this story. See, I catch these stories right before I go live, and then they bother me on my brain. Something about PayPal trying to get involved with monitoring live streams, and they were the article was they were backing off. They were trying to fine people like $2,500 for misinformation on live streams. How the hell is PayPal going to do that? Have you heard anything about this? Sometime during the stream, we're going to Google it up and see what's out there on it. Yeah, I like country. Not all country, but a lot of country. I've done whole streams on DLive where it was all country. I used to not like country. And then I really got into it. It was my daughter, Haley, that got me into it. And, man, when I heard some of the... granted, I lean more towards the modern country, I like some of the old school stuff too. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of soul. It's not always just about your pickup truck's got a flat tire and you got your junkyard dog and you lost your job and your girlfriend left you and you're sitting at a bar. It's your favorite genre? The thing is, though, when you turn on the country station, see, I like country when I can go around and pick what I'm going to listen to. I love Blake Shelton. I never used to like him. I used to hate him. Like, yuck, no. And then I started listening to some of his music, and I was like, okay, Blake, you're one of my favorites. I admit it. I give. Uncle, you're that good. I wish we could play that stuff here on YouTube, but there might come a day when we can do that. Yep, I hated Blake Shelton. I never was into his music. I didn't give it a chance. He was on The Voice. I liked him on The Voice as a judge, but I'm trying to remember the first song I listened to of his that kind of got... Oh, I know what it was. I think it was... you don't have to throw back your pretty pink lemonade. Something lean a little closer, What is that? Sure, it'd be cool if you did. That's what it was. My friend, my son and his friend were listening to some music, and I was like, that's a pretty cool country tune. What is that? He's like, it's Blake Shelton. I'm like, what? I think that was the one that got me, kind of thinking, Reaper Declassified. Now, is that is that a name change or a second channel? I can't keep up with all this stuff. And then I just progressed from there. My daughter got me into country. But I like some of the old stuff. Is that Reaper Man art or I don't know. Well, we're growing. We're back to 6. I just want to dance with you straight. I love God's Country, and there's a great live version of Yours Would Be Mine. Blake Shelton in the live room. Go look that up on YouTube. Watch that. That is what a love song. And I love seeing it in the live room. They're in a recording studio with the rugs down, and they're just doing it live. Yours Would Be Mine. Blake Shelton in the live room. Watch his whole set. His whole set is awesome. Yep. So here we are, Sunday morning. We'll see where it goes. I have no plan. Eventually I'll get a plan. I'm just not there yet. I'm just not there with a plan yet. All right, let's move on to the 4th. Oh, no, that's a short one. That one's just crumpled. I can save that. There we go. You just got here late. I'm going through my pile of about 20 misfired cigarettes, and I'm going to salvage them. It's my 3rd channel, vlog channel. Main channel is Grim Reaper. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have trouble keeping up with all the channel names. Blondie says you should listen to Marika by Granger Smith. Really patriotic. I think it should be the new national anthem. That's how good it is. Well, you know, there's a lot of people doing patriotic songs, and people get like me and Cab over on. See, I can't play I'm Proud to Be an American anymore over on DLive when I can play it. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, that one fully fired. All right, fully fired. Oh, America or America? America. No A? You should remember me back from the old crew. Oh, yeah, no, I remember Reaper Man. Grim Reaper, but I'm confused in my mind of a channel Reaper Man. No, I remember Grim Reaper. And yeah, wow, there's the old crew, Cab 7, Dark Matter. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Wow. Mel, I always loved Mel. And Rebel State Sovereign. Always loved Rebel. I wonder what I should give him a call. I got his number. Haven't talked to him for a couple of years, actually. Yeah, no way, I get it. America. Hey, we got 7 in the chat. We're rolling along. All right, let's see what happened to this one. Oh, that one fired completely. That's a good one. I'm lining up my cigarettes for the stream. It's terrible. What a nasty habit. Still got some coffee left from work tonight. I don't know how much is left, though. Yeah, I just feel like, okay, now this one, that was a misfire, but it only fired up to there. Okay, that's going to be a reuse the tobacco. Here we go. That's going to go back in. We're emptying that in. Okay. That's going to get redone in the cigarette machine. Now we got a good tube. Rebel is doing pretty good. I talked to him and Mel on the phone a few weeks back. We're all friends on Facebook. I stepped away from YouTube for a while, and a lot of them stepped away. Well, that's what I did. Reaper Declassified, Grim Reaper. Well, actually, it was a couple years ago, I suppose. I went and got a regular job and started getting a regular paycheck every week again, and not as much time for social media. It really helps to pay the bills to have like real money every week. So I then made this vlog channel and changed up my main channel. That's cool. Wow, I'm really motoring through these smokes here. Blondie says, have you noticed my new profile picture? I drew it myself in Clip Studio Paint. I've been getting into digital art lately. Oh, that's cool. You know, even on my monitor, and I got pretty big monitors here. The pictures for everyone's channel still look kind of small. They're still a little small. I wish there was a way to enlarge them, but I can't really do that. Yeah, I gotta give Rebel a call, man. I've told the story so many times. Now, I know we have a small chat, but the majority of people that are in the chat right now probably don't remember Rebel State Sovereign. He's like a brother to me. And I've told the story so many times. Rebel was the one who, when we were making videos back in the day, this is before I was really becoming friends with him. We ended up becoming really good friends. He was doing these live streams off his phone with scratch-off lottery tickets, and he said he'd share with the audience if he won. And when I first was in there watching these, I was like, this is so stupid, bro. Live streams? We're video makers. We make videos. And at first, I thought the live stream was a really dumb kind of concept. Boy, did I change my mind on that. But I'll never forget those streams where Rebel would do that. And you probably have to hit him up on Facebook. I believe he might have a new number now. Oh, yeah, I can find him. I can find him. I have some animation, some speed paint. Feel that live. I've been focusing on my business a lot. It eats up 90% of my time. Got to make that money. Yeah. Well, and I got a dog now, Reaper, and he takes a lot of my time. I got a husky. And I'm a grandpa now. I've got a grandkid. So, I mean, I got 10 cars out there in various states of decay that I work on. So it's just a little bit of everything. Been trying to get him to come back to YouTube, but I guess he's locked out of his YouTube. He's been busy, but I've been trying to get him back as well. Yeah, I'd like to reconnect with Rebel. We spent a lot of time together. We used to sit around for hours trying to crack the YouTube algorithm. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, I miss Rebel. Funny, I adopted a dog as well. I know the car thing. I've got several on this channel I've been rebuilding. Well, I'm not really rebuilding them. I just keep them going. You know, if problems come along, I fix them. Oh, man, we just lost 4 people talking about cars. Damn! I gotta watch what I talk about. I mean, not the car thing again, Wacky. I just can't take it, not the car thing. Okay, let's talk motorcycles. They're not cars. They got 2 less wheels. Oh, man. Yeah, Rebel, we used to have a lot of fun doing live streams. Yeah, I just put a starter in the Goldwing. It's actually running and driving again. Cars, snooze. Motorcycles are cool. Okay, there it is. I'd fire it up, but every time I fire it up with the garage door closed, even just for a 5-second start, there's so much exhaust that gets in here, and I gotta open the garage doors and air it out then. Oh, now we're down to 3. Oh my goodness, we lost everybody. Oh, it's gonna take a while to get some people in here. I'm gonna get my Harley going again. Brake system went, needs full replacement. I'm a Japanese bike guy, Reaper. I'd get shot at a Harley convention. I got a Goldwing, and then behind there I've got a 750 XJ Yamaha and a Kawasaki 454. Never been into Harleys. Number one, they're expensive, so my wife would kill me if I bought one. Number two, they vibrate a lot. And that's about it. Number one and two pretty much rule it out. They're too expensive and they vibrate a lot. Oh. Japan's pretty cool. They have anime. I'm sorry. I'm a Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki guy when it comes to snowmobiles, bikes, whatever. Man, my Polaris, I like Polaris snowmobiles, but they're always breaking down. The Yamaha sleds were the most dependable. They save gas. I go through so much gas. Oh my goodness, do I go through gas? But that's because I do deliveries. Can't deliver without gas. Oh my goodness. Well, happy Sunday morning. It's only 12:21. Mopeds save gas too. St. Paul dog. I used to have a moped. Okay, we're on to the next one. Let's see what we got here. I'm just picking these up randomly. I'm trying to get these organized. I don't need to save these. I could just throw them out, but I'm a cheap bastard. I mean, I've got 5 cartons of, like, tubes, you know. I got, like, 1,000 or more of these on hand, but, I don't want to waste all these ones. I want, let's go for another one here, see what we get. I deliver 2 and gas 6 a gallon here. Oh, my goodness, are you in California? I can't remember St. Paul dog. The only place I know where gas is 6 a gallon is, like, Cali. California. Okay, that one worked. That's a good one. Wow, I'm lining up all. I think I'll use this old red container here for the ones that I'm salvaging right now. What a terrible habit. I'm like a kid raveling in my toys. Only in this case, it's cigarettes. Okay, there we go. That'll be the red ones. 6 a gallon, that's rough. When I hear an Indian mentioned, I think of Anthony Hopkins. I actually just went and watched Gemma's video on Anthony Hopkins. So if we see Gemma, I can actually, with a clear conscience, say, hey, Gemma, I watched your video. Hey, now this one's almost completely full. Okay, that one I can smoke right now. Why does Indian make you think of Anthony Hopkins if I might, I'm not getting the connection there. Why don't you just ask Joe? He has lots of gas. You saw him in front of the Pope. Oh my goodness. California lost Demons County. Yeah, the evil's taking over the world. Gavin Newsom ain't no nice guy. What movie? What movie? You're talking Indian, Anthony Hopkins, that was a good movie. What movie? The movie where he speed races Indian motorcycles. Oh, I don't remember that. Are we talking old, like black and white? Like back from the 60s or 50s? Or I don't remember that one. I like Anthony Hopkins in Westworld. He's really creepy. I love him in Westworld, if anyone's into Westworld. I'm on to season 3. I actually paid for frickin' HBO Max just to watch Westworld. I think it's called The World's Fastest Indian. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I've seen that actually. I mean, I've probably seen every movie at some point or another. Yeah, I like Anthony Hopkins. You know, it's funny, Silence of the Lambs, you know how creepy that was. Most of those scenes with him and Jodie Foster, apparently they weren't in the same, like, at the same time. They were filmed at different times, back and forth. Came out in like 2005. I think I remember that. I think I do remember that. And then if I remember right, let's see. I think he barbecued and ate his pit crew guy because he was like a cannibal. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I might have embellished the movie a little bit. I might have embellished a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh, my friend's texting me. What does he got to say? Let's see here. Let's see what he has to say. He says, oh, it's probably a car he's looking at. I'll just tell him, hey, I'm live. LOL. Is that a car? We'll see what he says. See, you got the grease here. Only tonight. I once in a while, just for fun. I like to blow dry it. It's short. I was gonna go to work tonight, and this one part was sticking up a little bit. I didn't like it, so I grabbed a little bit of the gel. I was like, screw it. Let's just go all gel. So I'd have to go wash it out. It's freaking plastic. Yeah, I got the gel look tonight. Warsaw Patriot is the one who said that, by the way. Good to see you. The Saturday Night Slick, yeah, I guess. It's not doing what I want. I did it with the brush. There's two ways I do it. I'll either do it straight with the brush off to the side. I didn't get that out. Or I like to just get the hand kind of thing going. I was watching Breaking Bad tonight. Oh, I should rewatch that. I never missed an episode. I watched them all. El Camino. I watched the movie. I was addicted to Breaking Bad. I admit it. I gotta I kind of lost interest in Gotta Call Saul, though. It just kept dragging on, the storylines. I'm like, bro, give me something exciting here. How many seasons are Gotta Call Saul? 4? Did they do 4? I think I made it through 2. 2.5. I probably got a season to watch. Yeah, Better Call Saul, the spinoff. You know, the lawyer. What's his name? Bob Odenkirk? Is that his name? Odenkirk? Odenkirk? Someone spell it. Oh, 6 seasons of... At least 6 seasons of Better Call Saul? I watched the Dahmer show. It was okay. They changed some stuff and dramatized things further. Are you talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, the serial killer? That's the only Dahmer I know of. I mean... Oh, okay, it's a car. Okay, my friend's like, I'll look at it in a little bit. Hey, Kenneth and Kentucky fam, how you doing? Danny Drew's back. Green Bay Packers play the New York Giants on NFL Network, 8:30 Central. Game being played in London. I hate professional sports, Danny Drew. I totally lost interest in them. Totally lost interest in them when they went political. When they went political, that was it. I'm not in favor of smoking marijuana. You probably won't see me for a few episodes, though. St. Paul dog. I'm in that show? In what show? You're in Better Call Saul? What, were you an extra on set? What's that all about? What's that all about? Wait, Dahmer. I'm all confused. No one's answered my question yet. Dahmer, are you talking about a movie about Jeffrey Dahmer, the killer? Or is there something I'm missing here? I don't think people should go to jail for smoking. Well, what's that new thing I just saw on the news the other day? Biden wants to release every marijuana offense or something. Reaper classified answered it above. Okay, let's see here. Yep, Netflix made a 10-part show. Oh, okay. Netflix made a 10-part show. Got it. See, when it comes to Netflix, I've got Netflix, but me and my wife have... Basically, Netflix is just our fall asleep stuff. And she usually turns on... Well, we have two. PureFlix or Netflix. It used to be Star Trek, but then that moved to Paramount. But I do have Paramount, but I got the cheap $6.99 plan. I get ads. But, NCIS is kind of what my wife will have running to fall asleep to. And then I'll switch to Knight Rider. I like Knight Rider. I was at the movies, and lo and behold, there are LGBTQ movies left and right. What do you mean by that, Warsaw Patriot? I don't waste my money. Well, it's this crazy times these days. Well, it's the end of the world, Warsaw Patriot. It's the end of the world, man. We're in the end times. It's coming. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. I have Paramount Plus for free. Okay. Kenneth the Kentucky Fam says, Brother Dave, I'm waiting for my movie dream come true. What's your movie dream? What's your movie dream come true? I want to see a remake of Logan's Run. I want to see a remake of Logan's Run, actually. Or another one I wish they'd remake. They loosely made a remake based on, but I want to see, and I want them to do it good. I want someone to remake The Car, 1977 James Brolin movie. Think Russia will actually use those nukes? They seem to be losing this war. Look, here's what I think. You want to go about the war in Russia? St. Paul Dog. I don't think any of us have any clue as to what's really going on, because our government spins everything, the media spins everything, everything's spun. I don't think we have any idea what's going on there, what it's all about, what's real, what's fake. I don't think we have any reason or real reality on what's really going on. I mean, the one thing, I'm sure people are dying. I'm sure that's not fake. And that's sad, because I'm sure most of them are, you know. All I know is, look what's happened in 20 months. Man, everyone's got to get out and vote this year, even if you're disillusioned. I'm not saying we can vote ourselves out of our problems, but elections have consequences. You know, I've said this before, regardless what you think happened in 2020, a lot of people voted for Joe Biden, and this is what we got. We're all poor. We're at war. I mean, they're getting rid of our oil. I mean, need I go on? I mean, that's just a few things. And, you know, most people I talk to that voted for Biden, I'd say, why'd you vote for him? Oh, because Trump was an asshole and he put out mean tweets. Okay, so let's destroy the United States of America because you can't handle some mean tweets. The only reason this war started back in 2013, Europe had an agreement that if Ukraine gave up their Soviet-era nukes back in the Russian government, they would be part of NATO. Since then, they haven't after 9 years until now. I don't know what's going on there. All I know is this. They're getting a hell of a lot of money that's not being accounted for, and we got problems here in America that we're not solving. So we're shipping out all our weapons and money over there. Money that comes from you, the American people. I mean, I think of that song by Michael Jackson. All I really know is they don't really care about us. You know, that's a good, that song's kind of rings true. It'd be nice if our government actually gave a shit. Shouldn't have trusted us and gave up their nukes and gold. That's because our government doesn't want the problems. No, of course not. If they did, we got enough money here to solve, you know, the problems if they wanted to. We got plenty of money. All the stuff you hear about that's labeled conspiracy theories is pretty much what's really going on. There really is a new world order. There really is a plan to collapse society. There really is a plan. I mean, you can hide under a rock and act like it's not happening and do the la 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 la, but it is. We're in some serious shit. You know, I think our government is set up in a good way. I really do. I think the vision of it, you know, having the House and the Senate and the President and the judicial and, you know, the different branches of government and having states have control over themselves. And I think the premise is pretty solid. I just don't think that our founding fathers ever envisioned a day when everything would be compromised. I mean, everything. The judicial branch, the executive branch. They're really pushing for cryptocurrency and get rid of the American dollar. It's digital currency. Joe Biden signed Executive Order 162. No, wait, let me see here. 14670, 14270, 14670, I believe is what it was, to develop digital currency. Digital currency comes, you might as well kiss your sweet ass freedom that the illusion of goodbye. I don't know how we the people can keep cash. Once everything goes digital, that's real close to the end of the world coming. Hey, Exploring Ginger, how you doing? Good to see you in the house. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. We don't have a plan. We're just talking about whatever. I don't shy away from politics or religion, or if it's on people's minds, I want to talk about it. Reaper Declassified says digital currency is dangerous. They then have control every aspect of our lives, and that's what they want. But you know what they do? Here's what I predict's going to happen, Reaper. They get people sold on it, because I'm not opposed to some digital stuff. I like to shop online. I like credit cards, but I like cash when I go buy stuff. I like both. There's a balance. But, you know, all these commercials, like the one I see for GoToBank all the time. Like, oh, I'm so happy. I do all my banking on my phone. So convenient. I don't have to deposit my check or anything. It's great. And that's the way it'll come. It'll come under the guise or disguise of convenience. And then they'll be like, yeah, you know what? I've actually heard people say, yeah, we should just get rid of cash. It's kind of useless. And they're not using their logical brain. No cash means no freedom. No cash, no freedom anymore, ever. Oh, my belt. Sleepy Joe. Some people call him Sloppy Joe. Oh, the American flag's already been... To be honest, I think America's already been conquered almost. We're just sort of living out the final death blow. And I don't think the idea that we're going to vote our way out of this is really going to matter. Yeah. No seconds of Joe. I mean, the Republicans have been in power, and what did they do, you know? I don't know. We'll see. I prefer cash over credit and digital. I like to buy online, have to. I sell online. That part's fine. But when you have credit card companies rejecting gun or ammo sales. Hey, there's another one that I just heard about today, Reaper. Here, I got to Google it. I mean, not that you can trust Google necessarily for the search engines, but some are okay if it's not too controversial. Something I heard about PayPal. Let me see if it comes up. PayPal. Let me type this in, see if anything comes up. Something about they were... Okay, it's true. A new PayPal user policy that permits the company to fine users $2,500 for spreading misinformation. How is that going to work? How the hell is that going to work? It's true. So they're trying to get in on live streams too, is what I heard, of all things. Wow, it's true. There is some truth to it. Wow. Those who break PayPal's rules. Let's see what this article says. I'll put this up. Okay, let's see what the... Now, I don't know anything about this particular website. It's just a random, I just happened to pull it up. But there is some truth. I heard this tonight when I was driving home. Let's see what it says here. A new PayPal policy update authorized the company to pull thousands of dollars from the accounts of users who spread misinformation. How dangerous is this? Those who break PayPal rules around misinformation and hate speech may be subject to damages, including liquidated damages of $2,500 per violation, which may be debited directly from PayPal. How dangerous is this? Wow. The wording of PayPal's new policy suggests that users who send several messages that are deemed disinformation could be fined for each Okay, there's truth to this story. Effective November 3rd, the new conditions to the PayPal user agreement include prohibitions on the sending or publication of any messages or materials that promote misinformation. Whose misinformation? According to who? Wow. Wow. The identities that are protected under the umbrella include race, religion, gender, identity, sexual orientation. What the hell is PayPal doing trying to police? Wow, that's pretty scary. That is all. You're not kidding, Reaper. That's a whole new level? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just heard about that story when I was driving home. So I don't know all the details of it yet, but oh my goodness. You know, I am so sick and tired of this disinformation, misinformation. According to who? All that really means is there's only one side to the story, and your opinion is not allowed. They've really taken this to a new level. They are ingraining those words into the world's psyche. Misinformation, disinformation. You know who's probably the biggest spreader of misinformation and disinformation? Governments of the world. Themselves. So they say they're fighting misinformation and disinformation, but they're the ones that spread it. Oh my goodness. eBay has been a headache. You know what? I used to sell on eBay, Reaper. I used to sell parts. And I went to sell something the other day. I didn't even know this. They're not accepting PayPal now. You have to... eBay wanted to pay me into my bank account. No more PayPal. So anyway, I took my item off and I ended up keeping it anyway. I was like, so eBay's changed. My cousin lives in Poland. Man, this is next level. This is next level. Now PayPal is going to start policing disinformation and misinformation and fining people. How are you going to fight that? They're going to say you spread misinformation and you're going to say, no, it's the truth. They're going to say, no, it's not. It's going to be he said, she said. How the hell is that going to work? Wow. Man, we are living in some crazy ass times. The only plus is that you don't have both eBay and PayPal fees, but eBay charges a higher fee. I use my business account for receiving money. Well, now there's something going on eBay, or not eBay, YouTube. I didn't get all the details. Someone brought this up recently. Something like on YouTube, you're breaking the terms of service if you drop your PayPal link in your live stream chat. Have you heard that? I don't have all the details on it. Like I've always had, I started taking them off, but I'll bet some of these older ones have it. Yeah, like I got donate with PayPal, viewers supported. Swear I felt some wind off Fireman's Coin there. So I don't know how that's going to play out now. You want to see something crazy, go on eBay, place a red dot site for a firearm. Go to checkout and there's a federal notice before you purchase. Wow. There's some controversy about that. Man, is there a fly back here? I swear I feel something back there. I thought that was supposedly Elon Musk started PayPal or sold it or did something. But there was some controversy whether he really did or not. I don't know. I haven't done a live stream. I wonder if they will also be removing Patreon. Wow. Look up ITAR. Yeah, quick stream, Deborah. I know. I always say that. It's a quick stream. It's my out. It's my out that, well, it was a quick stream. But now the conversation's getting so damn interesting. Just Jim. Hey. It's a ghost, yeah. No, I think it's a fly back there somewhere. He started along with a couple other guys. Okay. Wow, I don't know. If you just got here, we just looked it up. You could look at the replay, or you could just Google it. Apparently, starting November 3rd, PayPal wants the ability to fine users up to $2,500 per occurrence that spread disinformation. I have no fucking idea how they plan to do this. It looks like PayPal is somehow now going to become the thought police. So if you have some kind of a live stream or a blog, like a website with a vlog or a blog, and they deem that you're spreading misinformation, they can fine you? This is insanity. This is a whole new level. Yeah, we're reading through the article. Go Google it. I have no idea how they plan to police that. They're trying to block people who protest and rally and organize. Crazy overload. Well, we're living in the end days, people. I'm telling you. Mark my words. My wife wants me to make a rapture video on my YouTube channel, like what to do if the rapture happens. I mean, that's how convinced we are that this is the end. Now, whether it's a month or a year or 5 years, or we are not living in normal times. They did the same thing up in Canada when the truckers protest. Just nuke us already. Yeah, they froze out their bank accounts. They're trying to get to people through their money. And that's why they want to control the money. It's going to go digital eventually, and that's the end of a free society. No cash means no freedom. Just beat me up, Deborah says. Then I won't have to go to work anymore. It's a plan that's being worked out. But look, I would just say this. If you can open your eyes and look at what's going on in the world from a spiritual perspective, it's not quite so scary. It's actually more exciting. I know not everyone in here is a believer, but if you can look at things going on as a spirit of Antichrist, satanic kind of takeover, it makes much more sense. Hanging with George. I'm going to live off COVID dollars. I'll look at that car, George. It's just I don't have time to look at it. That's my friend. It's my brother. Yeah, I was just talking about the end of the world, George. No fear here. Well, it says when you see these things happen, look up, your redemption draws near. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful stuff in the world still, but man, people in high places, wickedness. Whew. Oh my goodness. Praise Jesus. Yes. Hanging with George doesn't really post on his channel much, but he said he might start at some point. I mean, every day is like, remember how growing up, let's jump ahead to being 18 or older. We'll say being an adult. You'd seem like you'd hear something every 6 months or every year, and you'd be like, wow. And now, every day is like 5 or 10 wows. Like, wow, 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 wow. Better get right with Jesus, ladies and gents. We're about to have an apocalypse. We talked about this the other night on my live stream. If the rapture comes, how is the government going to explain it away? What are they going to say on the emergency broadcasting system to sell the world on the lie that aliens just beamed you up or something? I don't plan on being around for that. The consensus is aliens. That was in the chat the other night, Reaper. I asked the chat, and we had a fairly big chat. If the rapture comes and millions of people do in fact leave the earth, like the Bible, talks about. I know not everyone agrees on the rapture, but let's just roll with it. And we asked the chat, what will the government say happen to all the people? And there's a good chance the children are going to be gone as well. Babies, possibly even babies in the womb. So you might have women that have babies that are gone. Like they just went to the doctor, they go again, and the baby's gone. And anyway, the consensus in the chat, they think the government's going to use aliens. So I don't know. That's how they will play it, especially after all the declassification info they released. But even if they do try to explain it away with aliens, what would the excuse, or how would they explain it? That the aliens are hostile and they just gave a show of power by removing, beaming millions of people to Planet X? And so it's a show of power, and if we do what they say, no one else will disappear? Would that, be like that? Or would it be, aliens brought a virus with them from outer space that killed everyone with O-positive blood? I mean, what, try to go with it. Like, think about, imagine we're a big think tank in the live stream. Will Smith will slap all them. You know, it's I'm just saying, what will the story be? What will the story be? Is that the real Johnny Bean? Man, it's another wow. I've been streaming on YouTube again for a couple weeks, and we got a lot of the old neighborhood coming through. Johnny Bean, the guitar playing madman? Most likely, they will play on it being an attack to bring everyone into play to rally up for the coming of the aftermath of the Antichrist. Hey, baby Yoda Nina, hope you're feeling a little better. Hey, man. Yeah, great to see you, man. Yeah, I've been back on YouTube. Problem is, they're on the side of the Antichrist. We were just having a friendly little talk about if the rapture comes, how the government will explain it to the people of the world. That, you know, sounds plausible. Or, you know, if you watch a lot of rapture movies, though, a lot of times in the rapture movies, this is a possibility. They go with the route of, we don't know what happened. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. So that's a possibility. There might not be an explanation given to the public. It might be like, we don't know what happened. We've all got to come together and unite. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. Oh, man. So Johnny Bean, I hope you're... do you still do your rock and roll shows? You still do them? Like on Fridays or Saturdays or when you were doing with your gang? We voluntarily went to Mars. Hanging with George says. Oh, man. Maybe. I don't know. It's crazy. We're living in crazy times. You want to go to Mars? Okay. Oh, my goodness. Well, happy Sunday morning, everyone. Thanks for hanging out for a while. Captain Kirk. I want to go. That very well is, especially due to mass hysteria. Mars got bars. I like that. What is that? You never... Is that... No, not Mars needs moms. Mars attacks. Remember that scene where the dove flies up, the Martians land, and everyone's all, oh, they love us. And then the Martians take out their ray guns and start shooting everybody. I wish I could play that here on YouTube. I wish I could play that. We need some space. That was Nerd, by the way. I've still got Nerd of the North in my OBS. I got it. I do have... Remember Nerd? Where is it? I know I got it here. I immortalized him. Where is it? I had it marked with Nerd. There it is. I immortalized Nerd of the North in my OBS. That was the best screenshot I ever got. That was the best screenshot. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do some shameless self-promotion.
It's a social media break. Go tweet out this stream on your Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Google+, put it on the side of an airplane, put it on the side of a building, put it on the side of a barn. I don't care where you put it. Just let the world know Green Bay Wiki is live.
Yeah, Johnny Bean's like a professional. He hangs out with some top-notch guitar players, and they do. I haven't been to one of those in a while, but I don't know if he's still in here, Johnny Bean. I didn't get the answer if he still does the live streams. It's all about music and guitars, and you know, it's pretty cool actually. I guess they could pull the whole Philadelphia experiment, went out and say an experiment went wrong. Isn't the Philadelphia experiment, didn't they make that movie about that? Wasn't that like where supposedly they were trying to send like a battleship full of men from point A to point B, and supposedly the rumor is that sailors materialized in the decks of the ship or something? Isn't that what that is? I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. I play flute myself. Yeah, my guitars, unfortunately, are up on the freaking wall collecting dust. So are my amps. Oh, man. I think he left. I looked at his channel, and he knows Phil. That's why I think he's from LA. Oh, he knows a lot of people, St. Paul Dog. I was on a couple of his panels years ago. I was real privileged. He invited me up just to talk music, and he's a really good guy. Yeah. Yep, that's the movie, but it was supposed to be something like cloaking, and in the movie, they actually caused time travel, and guys wound up being particleized into the ship. Yeah, and I don't know, that's kind of the never been proven kind of thing, right? That's like something you see on the X-Files. Da 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 da. Oh, you know what? That just reminded me. I need a blast from the past. Hold on. I need a blast from the past, and we're talking aliens. Let me see if I still got this on my channel. Yeah, I do. Okay, you gotta suffer. You gotta suffer. But where do you gotta be? Okay, hold on. Where's my internet view? I got the exclusive from the employee from Area 51. Hold on a sec here. You know what it's like to eat at Area 51. How about nachos? Jell-O? Tell me, as a matter of fact, tell me about the milk. 1% vitamin D. Good evening. It's Green Bay Wacky. You know me. I like to bring the hard-hitting news. It's all over the internet right now. Millions of people want to storm Area 51. They want to find out if there's aliens there or not. It doesn't matter to me. I just bring you the news. What I have done with my staff of 59 people, that's right, my staff of 59 people, we have sought out the world, the globe, to find an employee at Area 51 Groom Lake, and we have found him. I'm just simply going to refer to him as Joe Schmo. He's going to give us the nuts and bolts of Area 51. That's right. Joe Schmo, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. I'm ready to divulge all kinds of secrets. By the way, thanks for the PayPal donation.
Oh, now, Joe, just remember, no matter how many secrets you divulge, no matter how much your life is in danger, the pay for the show is the same. I'm sorry. There's no bonus, okay?
Whatever, that's fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're clear on that.
I figured I'd come on your show or The View. I chose this. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay, Joe, okay, in a few words, you know, I've seen your credentials, I've seen the evidence, I've seen the parking pass, I've seen your bus pass. By the way, you have 3 credits left on your bus pass for Groom Lake. I don't know if you're going back or not. But yeah, sorry, I noticed these things. But anyway, tell us in your words what you saw, what happened, what goes on there.
I was recruited by the government by answering a Craigslist ad. The Craigslist ad was $12 per hour plus bonus. The bonus was based on how well I could reverse engineer alien technology. Now, I never actually saw my bonus. I don't know how well I was at my job, but I tried. Now, anyway, aside from that, what I saw there was all sorts of sci-fi type stuff, typical stuff you'd expect to see. Flying saucers, alien bodies, extraterrestrial beings, you name it. I saw it. It's all there. That's right. It's all there. Believe me. Trust me. It's all there.
Okay, Joe, I'm convinced there is alien technology there. But look, tell us about the cafeteria. Did they have turkey burgers?
Why the hell do you want to know that? I thought I was here to talk about alien technology. Turkey burgers, are you insane?
Well, that's a standard question. We want to know, what it's like to eat at Area 51. How about nachos? Jello? Tell me, as a matter of fact, tell me about the milk. 1% vitamin D, skim. I mean, what do they serve at Area 51? Is it alien, like, cow milk or something like that?
Okay, there were some aliens that did like to get milked, I admit that, but where the hell are you going with this? What is going on? Are you insane?
Okay, I get you're like a hostile interviewee. I get it. But look, these are hard hitting questions. Okay, tell us about the bathrooms. Did they have the things that go on the toilet seat?
What kind of an interview is this? Do they have the things that go on toilet seats? I came to talk about Area 51, extraterrestrials, saucers, sci-fi type stuff. Are you freaking crazy? Are you nuts? I should have done The View.
Well, that's a legitimate question. I just want to know if it's a hygienically clean base. I mean, if there's alien technology there, is it hygienically clean?
I wasn't a janitor there. I don't freaking know how clean it was. Average clean. Jeebers, I was a nuclear physicist. Are you insane?
Okay, I'm sorry I asked that. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't like where this is going. I mean, I'm just trying to interview you to the best of my ability. I'm trying to get the truth out to the American people.
Well, don't you want to know about reverse engineering extraterrestrials? I mean, come on. Flying saucers, all that kind of crap. I mean, isn't that what I'm here for? What kind of an interview is this? Are you freaking out of your mind? Are you insane? I know I should have done The View.
Well, don't get mad at me.
Well, I'm starting to get irritated. I'm here to talk about reverse engineering technology, stuff that's important, extraterrestrials, outer space, all that stuff. You're a nutcase.
Okay, now on these saucers, what about the windshield wipers? I mean, do they have wipers? I mean, you figure you're flying through space, like light speed. I mean, there's got to be things that hit the windshield. I mean, do they have washer fluid, that kind of thing?
No windshield wipers. None. You're insane.
Washers and dryers, like on the alien spacecraft. I mean, you figure it's got to take a while to go from, solar system A to solar system B. They got to do the laundry, right? I mean, what were they like? Were they like sonic showers like in Star Trek or something like that?
No washers and dryers. I don't know how the hell they clean themselves. I just don't know. Crazy. You are crazy.
What about seatbelts? I mean, did they have any seatbelts? I mean, is there a law like out in, interstellar space that you have to wear seatbelts? In the States here, you get like a fine.
This is ridiculous. You can take your PayPal that you paid me and shove it up your...
Okay, so you're reverse engineering the saucers. What about cup holders? What are the alien cup holders like? I mean, would they hold like maybe a big Slurpee from like 7-Eleven?
No cup holders. Anti-grav, extraterrestrial, sci-fi, alien type stuff. That's what they had in the saucers. Sci-fi, extraterrestrial stuff.
Okay. Well, there you have it, people. Area 51 does exist. There is alien technology there. I want to thank Kevin Mastoplaster, 2625 5th Street, out in Knoxville, Tennessee, 55311.
You idiot! That's my real name and my real address. You idiot! What are you doing? What were you thinking?
Okay, I'm sorry. Legitimate mistake. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. No one probably even heard your address, Kevin. No, it's no big deal. Crap. Hold on a sec here. Oh, shoot. Look, Kevin, I'm sorry about that. There was just slip. There's 63,501 tweets right now with your address. You better go stay maybe at a Holiday Inn Express tonight or something like that. Guys, thanks for tuning in for the interview. Kevin, just go out the back door. No, I'm gonna go.
Get back here, you short little... Get back here! You can't do this to me!
Oh, that brings back such memories. That was classic wacky. That was a big thing for a while. I don't know if you remember that. They were saying that they were going to storm Area 51. And that went away, obviously. I mean, that was so ridiculous. But, yeah, that's just kind of a blast from the past. Oh, my goodness. I got to get back into making some videos. My cousin was in China for a while and he had to get out too, went back to Brazil. Yeah, yeah. Gold Eddy 23, the classics, yeah. I have one more short video of Area 51. I'll cue that up. It's only a minute. It's only a minute and 56 seconds. Here, I'll just get it out of the way. I'll get it off the books. I'll just get it off the books. Just my one other, because we were talking aliens. This is my other one I made for Area 51. YouTube, this is a crazy story. It's true. You can Google it. I'm not making this up. 500,000 people want to storm Area 51, the Groom Lake area. You know, that's where all the top secret stuff supposedly goes on. Hey, what do I care? It doesn't affect me in Wisconsin. But what would the Battle of Area 51 look like? Would the people win? Would the government win? Let's take a look at that. I've prepared a high-tech simulation that's fairly accurate of what that battle would look like. It's kind of like, you know, Battle for Planet of the Apes. Let's check it out now. Watch the whole video. Come on, it's only 2.5 minutes, including my intro here.
That's right. This is what it would look like if 500,000 people storm Area 51. This is a simulation. It's fairly accurate in detail. That's right. We put a lot of time and effort into this. Sit back and enjoy.
Citizens of Earth, you must leave this area immediately. There are no UFOs here, and even if there were, it doesn't matter. You still have to leave immediately. That means, like, right now. Like, hurry up, like, get out of here, like, scram. Go. Move. Go now.
Let us in! Let us in! We think you're hiding alien technology. Like technology that we can't find at Walmart. I mean, seriously, like alien technology that like doesn't exist to the normal man. Let us in now or we're gonna storm the gates.
Thank you for visiting Area 51. Please remember, there's no smoking. Please pick up your garbage. And remember to tip your valet. Thank you for visiting.
Yeah, I was on the Area 51 kick. Those are my two Area 51 classics. Let's go green. Windmills. We can pretend we're in Iowa. But yeah, that was a big thing. It's a Rome thing every day. Good evening, Green Bay Waggy. We're just playing a couple classic wacky videos. No one showed up, LOL. Yeah, I don't think anyone went to... Man, I watched... there was like a real life video on YouTube of a guy who gave like tours to Area 51 and he accidentally drove past... Like, he went like 1 mile in past, you know, the marked thing. And I think it took him like a day or two to get, they all got arrested. And he like, the people were paying him for a tour to go right up to Area 51. And somehow he drove too far past the sign. He tried to turn around and go back. And did anyone see that? That's on YouTube. Chipmunk voices. Well, I thought that was appropriate for let us in, let us in. We think you're hiding alien technology. Let us in, let us in. Yeah, Area 51 ain't no joke. And yeah, so a lot of videos on YouTube about that. I don't know if... I don't even think, if I remember right, I don't even think like the president can go to some of these places. You know, you'd think the president could just say, oh, I want to go see all the secret labs you got, you know, and they even keep them in the dark, you know? Oh, man. Let us in, let us in. We think you're hiding alien technology. What was I thinking? I don't know. I was trying to get on the algorithm for that. But, those are my cheap Target sunglasses. Go and get yourself some cheap sunglasses. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. What else I got down here? I got this pair. Man, they're all covered in dust. Hey, those aren't bad. They're not too bad. Probably wouldn't let Trump see it. Yeah. Well, what is that Independence Day where the president's like, oh, that's just a conspiracy theory that we're hiding alien spacecrafts or whatever. And then that one guy's like, well, no, that's not 100% true, right? And then they take the president to see the flying saucer. Oh boy, Reaper Declassified is going to make me read. Okay, let me put my glasses up now. I once knew someone whose mother supposedly worked at Area 51, and he mild talked about how their home was bugged and he wasn't supposed to tell anyone, blah, blah, blah. But after that, the family vanished. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, it doesn't surprise me. They have another base like that in Alice Springs, Australia, I'm assuming. AUS. Was that supposed to be Australia? I'm guessing. Yeah, I believe the Men in Black probably come to people's houses. Oh, man. It's chilly in Wisconsin. I haven't turned on my heaters yet in the garage. I'm in denial that it's getting cold every night. Well, not total denial. I did winterize my boat the other day. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Reaper. That's still warm. Man, that's a good thermos. Contigo. Is that how you spell that? Contigo. I got this for a present from my wife. I use it for work. Getting cold here. We've been lighting up a fire sometimes in the mornings. Take the chill off. They didn't vanish. They moved to Germany. Cold Eddie. Oh, my goodness. Man, Germany's got some stuff going on. I don't know how bad it is there right now. The whole thing was super odd. Yeah. Still working through my cigarette tubes here, the ones that were discarded. Okay, we're going to try for another one here. Yeah, it's a crazy world right now. You know, could you imagine if the world for a day was like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar? Remember what you had to tell the truth? Oh, my goodness. Oh, the things that would come out. It's bad. No, bad is not the right word. It's chimpanzees go nuts in the studio kind of style. Well, you know, I think because some people that live in Germany say, no, everything's fine. It's kind of like America. I've always said this on my live streams. It kind of depends on where you live. That determines how normal things are. Wisconsin over here, normal. Everything's fine. A little bit of high-priced gas. That's about it. Quite different for people that live in some parts of New York or California. Or it really depends on where you are. So it is bad. Well, was it Germany that was shutting down nuclear power plants or coal plants or something like that? Hey, these tubes are working out pretty good. These are just some crumpled ones. Germany is pretty neat. I wouldn't compare it much to the U.S., though. Germany got a natural gas shortage. Yeah. I mean, they're talking about a lot of hardship for people over the winter, but I don't necessarily know that that's random, but I feel for the people. I guess we'll find out as time goes on because we do have, man, this heater is so freaking hot. Whoa. Starts burning my feet and my knees, but it gets my little space warmed up. I'm going to break down and crank up the garage heat here pretty soon. Pretty neat, but hands and we Z baddies? What does that mean? Iran has protests? Well, everyone's got protests going on. But they make Volkswagens. Farfadnugan. Okay, I can't take the Green New Deal anymore with the windmills. Oh, my goodness. If you haven't smashed that like button, just smash that like button even if you don't like me. It's my new saying. Just smash it even if you don't like me. Welcome to the jungle. Oh, man. You know, I don't mind all that stuff, Reaper. Like, adults can do what they want. I just don't like the attacks on the children. That's where I think that we have not drawn a line in the sand, and I don't know why that is. You know, the attacks on the children with all that stuff, that's... I mean, I know that's what the New World Order wants. Are we the baddies? It's a sketch, huh? Oh, okay. Kind of like Saturday Night Live skit or something like that. I'm guessing that's probably what you're talking about. Okay, that one goes in here. That one goes in here. It's a terrible habit smoking, but I am rolling them. I'm separating good ones from bad ones. Oh, okay. Never heard of it. It's probably on YouTube. New invention, right? Hans and Franz. Hans and Franz. I am here to pump you up. Oh no, our cousin Arnold's here. Arnold, what are you doing here? You're all spineless wimps, you little girly man. Arnold, no! Remember that, Hans and Franz? We are here to pump you up. All you girly men out in the audience today. Yeah, all you girly men, pretty girly men. You know, they were like those big muscle builder guys. Was that Saturday Night Live? I can't remember. Hans and Franz. Was that Saturday Night Live? Reaper says, I'm all good with people doing themselves. Just don't force it on me or children. Especially, I know some people who've gone that route, but they don't seem like happy people. Well, there's a lot of information, a lot of statistics that get buried, but you know, it is true that there are hospitals out there that are doing procedures on children that are pretty horrific. I can't get my head around it. I mean, there's hospitals out there doing hysterectomies on like 15-year-old girls, breast amputations, things like that. I mean, that just seems way extreme for children. I mean, I'm no problem, adults. It's your body, do what you want, but children, man. There's a lot of stuff not being covered. It can't really get talked about very much. Yeah, I saw there's a great documentary. I watched it over on BitChute, actually. It actually was there. I don't know if you've seen it, Tucker Carlson Originals. It was called Transgression, I believe. If I remember the name right. Pretty hard-hitting dive into that subject. And there's a girl on there that had a double mastectomy, whatever, you know, the breast amputation when she was like 14. Now she's like 23, and she just said she was very confused and got some bad advice, and she really regrets it. I mean, that stuff's just hardcore, you know. Reaper says, kind of reminds me of some of the human experiments. Yeah. A part of the distraction. Yeah, I know. Everything's a distraction. If they tell you what you think you should be thinking about on the news, it's probably just a distraction. I don't know. Remember, get out and vote this year if you're in the United States. Even if you don't believe in the system, even if you think it's not fair, just you got to do it anyway. You got to do it and cross your fingers and hope for the best. The right result will come out. I know a lot of people I have met wound up regretting it all down the road, and a lot of them were mostly late teens, early 20s when they went that route. It's like copy of a copy, mass psychosis. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was some controversy over that. Dr. Malone. I watched him for a while. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about him. Seems like a cool dude, but I don't know. Again, I just don't like it on the children, that's all. But again, not to bring it back to this, and I'll probably lose half the chat. I just think a lot of stuff we're seeing is biblical. One telltale sign the Bible talks about in the end times is that things that are wrong will seem right. And we're seeing a lot of that going on, along with a lot of lawlessness. These are just more signs that we're moving close to the end. Someone in the chat the other day, I think it was Brenda, if I remember right, had a good point, though. It's not really the end of the world. It's sort of like the changing of the world. I mean, it's not really going to end because God's going to make a new heaven and earth. It's more like the changing. Unfortunately, gold, by and large, we as humans rarely know exactly what we want, as we don't normally think things through in depth prior to doing. Yeah, that's true, Reaper. That's a good point. Well, look at when the stuff we went through in the past few years. I mean, I was out delivering through all that, and I never wore a mask. I just had a little scarf. It was see-through, and I'd only put it up for someone to say. But common sense seemed to have gone out the window in the past few years. I remember going to this restaurant once, and I go in to pick up an order, and I'm right there at the door. The waitress is there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for, Jill's order or whatever. And I don't have my thing up because, But, 4 feet from me are all the booths. And everyone that's sitting down doesn't have a mask on. Everyone at the bar doesn't have a mask on. But yet the waitress says, sir, can you please put up a mask while you're in here? And I'm looking to the right and I'm looking to the left. And I'm like, okay, sure. I put up my little scarf thing. And I'm like, do you realize the absurdity of what you're asking me? They don't have one. They don't have one. But that's just a small example. I just use that as an example. Just common sense and logic is just flown out the window, It's called, really what it is, critical thinking. Critical thinking. It's actually a skill. Critical thinking is actually a skill. And when you're a critical thinker, you go many levels deep when you think about things. People that are not critical thinkers don't dig into those levels. They just, they're told something, they do it, But I never really wore only a few times, and mostly a direct respect to certain individuals, businesses. Yeah, even today. This is my impersonation. I make deliveries, and sometimes I have to bring it into the hospital, the ER, or the front desk. And I just walk in, I know nothing, And we don't have those mandates anymore anyway, but those are gone. Those are long gone. But the hospital still has little pictures up. Oh, you got to have a mask. But I just go in without it. But when I go in there, sometimes they're like, everyone in the waiting room has a mask on, and then they're like, I'm trying to recreate that scene from Invasion of the Body Snatchers when Donald Sutherland turns into one at the very end. They're all looking at me. Oh, man. Wow, you guys got some big comments here. Gold Eddie 23 says, Reaper, I think it has to do with narcissism and trauma healing. Running from healing, fighting against it, fear. A hero means leaning into it, false, heroic. Wow, that's like deep. That's like really deep. Really deep. Wow. 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 A lot of parts of the theater behind the curtains always look the same. I think I'll lighten it up just for a minute. Oh no, there they are. My man boobs, they're growing. My nipples are hanging down like a double D cup size, and I'm a guy. I've done it now. I'm eating way too much pizza and drinking too much soda pop. I've got man boobs, people. I've got man boobs, and I don't know how to stop. I looked in the mirror. They're sagging like sagging. I've got like all this skin. My man boobs are hanging like a double D size. I've got these nipples. I'm a guy. Come on, get serious. Stop drinking all that pop. And stop supersizing all those fries. I've got man boobs. They're getting way too big to deal with. Pretty soon I'll need a girdle. And then I'll look pretty silly. I've got man boobs. They're just getting too big to deal with. Can somebody please put me on a diet? I'm just eating too much stuff. But it all looks so good, I don't care. But I shove it in my mouth, and now they're there. These man boobs, I've got to get rid of them like yesterday. I'll have to go on like 400 calories a day. Man boobs, man boobs. Man boobs, man boobs, man boobs. Man boobs. I'm back. Yeah, I like that one. I've got man boobs. They're getting way too hard to deal with. Yeah, it's just a little funny, cute song I made. Oh, my goodness gracious. Man, Golden Eddie or Gold Eddie and Reaper having a good conversation there. See, that's the one thing I wish that is the one thing I wish I could talk more openly on YouTube. We've even gotten to the point where some newscasts are like code wording, for certain things. I wish we did have that freedom that we used to have on YouTube. Man, they've really cracked down on stuff. I mean, I still love YouTube, don't get me wrong. It's still a good platform and everything. It's just so long as you stay away from certain topics, But I wish we could just say whatever we want to say, But that's the way it goes. Yeah. I mean, it's just gotten crazy. I've never seen just the level of censorship is just so amazing. Have you heard this one before? That I've talked about this. That actually it was the government that got the internet going, and the idea was, I don't know if you heard this. Call it a conspiracy theory. It makes sense to me. The idea from the very beginning was to get people so addicted to the internet that later, they always have long-term strategies. So at first, the internet was the Wild West. You could say anything you want, any day of the week, anywhere, any website, anything. But the plan was that there would be a point where they would reverse that. You'd be so addicted to it, like we are, to Facebook and Twitter and, YouTube and all that, that's when the censorship would start, and then it would be used, then it would be go into weaponized mode, which it sort of is, where they would control the information. I don't know if you ever heard that. The dark web is the original internet. I've never gone there. I don't even know how to go there. I wouldn't want to know. That's where all really, I don't want to go dark. Thomas Jordan. Well, I've said this before, too. We all have the power to change the internet, but we don't utilize it. Because, if everyone went to Facebook at midnight tomorrow and deleted their account, Zuckerberg's out of business. And then you just say, we don't want censorship anymore. He'd be like, okay, just come back. But we, the people, don't unite. Wouldn't surprise me, especially since it seems like a direct play from the CIA's playbook on how to overturn or control a mass of people. Well, yeah, I watched a documentary on it once before. I wish I would have saved that link or, screenshot of the video or whatever it was. But it kind of went through its argument, and it made sense to me. The idea was to introduce the internet as a way to communicate, the new way to communicate. And at first, they didn't want to censor it, because if they did, people would just not be sucked into it. The plan was later to censor it, once we're so addicted to it. They're always doing these long-term plans, KJ Paranormal Down Under. Hey, Green Bay Wacky. Okay, it just said Green Bay. I embellished. I added the wacky. I embellished. I added the other part.
Happy Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning.
I'm doing all right. I just got back from work, actually, and just decided to fire up a live stream for a little bit. I've been back on YouTube pretty regularly lately. I haven't been over on DLive really for like a month. Work a lot. I work a lot. Remember back when Facebook crashed for several hours? Man, people started tripping. So I believe it 100%. I don't remember the Facebook crash, but I do remember, because I made a video about it and I got some good views on it. I do remember when YouTube crashed and everyone was freaked out. It was down for jeepers. I think it was like an hour or two or something. I do remember the crash of YouTube a few years back. Love the book The Mysterious Stranger by Mark Twain, and his kind of memorabilia got released 100 years after his death. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I remember the crash of you. Well, because I'm old, I remember me and my wife sitting around at the computer for the Y2K. Remember when the year 2000 was supposed to roll over and everyone was hyping it up like all our computers were going to short circuit and crash? And I remember us sitting there watching. Me and my wife were like, okay. It was kind of like when you're counting down the new year. And we were watching the countdown of the time. Like 3, 2, 1. Okay, the computer's going to melt down. It didn't melt down. Oh, my goodness. I think they crashed several things in one day. I was on Facebook. See, I don't use Facebook other than for Marketplace. That's pretty much all I use it for. I've always said this. The thing I hate about Facebook is Facebook used to allow you to be on there as your business, your brand, whatever it was. And then Zuckerberg wants everyone to be who they really are. Well, in the land of Zuckerberg, you're a billionaire. It's no big deal. But everyone else online, I mean, look at all that information out there, the doxing and all the stuff, that's what I hate about Facebook. Everyone's got to be who they really are. And actually, they got rules, like if you open an account, like you can start an account under a fake name, but if you build a following under that, at some point someone can call you out and say that guy's not who he says he is. They can put in a complaint to Facebook, and then you have to produce driver's license, birth certificate, all that kind of stuff. And if you don't produce that, your account gets deleted. So if you built up 100,000 followers or something, it's gone. I watched it on ABC. Peter Jennings was alive back then. Zuckerberg takes all the money. At least YouTube gives you some. I downloaded everything, so if it crashes permanently, I don't. I've got the one thing I'm a little behind on, I've even done it for YouTube. I've downloaded all my prior live streams, but now I'm probably about 100 behind. But it takes, they download fairly quick. I've saved all my live streams all the way back to when I first started live streaming. I got a lot of content, actually. My middle name was Grim Reaper on there. I had to produce my ID and other proof to show my real name. I blacked out my birthday. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Reaper. That's what I don't like about Facebook. I mean, that you have to be your real... I don't understand why Facebook can't privately verify someone. I would be okay with that. And then allow you... They used to allow you to have a surname or a pen name or a business name. And that's, somewhere along the line they changed that and made everyone go by their real name. And that's never changed, so that's why I'm not active on Facebook. All I do, I just buy stuff off Marketplace. That's about it. I gotta admit, man, Craigslist has gone way, way downhill. Marketplace has just overtaken Craigslist and made it look like a ghost town over on Craigslist. Time is it, or 1:43? 1:43 in Wisconsin. You can still do that as an extension of your main profile via... Yeah, I know you can do that, Reaper, but I tried that before, and I was able to cross-reference and find my real self pretty instantly, so they're still kind of tied into each other. I know you can have a page sort of for your business, but it's still, and with the stuff I went through, I can't ever repeat. Guys with photo albums, like in the olden days of photography, did it right. Have an album in a fire-safe storage in your house of your favorite photos. It's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, I gotta go for a little bit. I gotta go play with my dog. I gotta talk to my wife. Turns out she's actually still up. She's on her phone playing some puzzle games. I gotta catch her before she goes to bed. So, I just want to say thanks, everyone, for hanging out for a little while. I really appreciate it, and hope you have a great Sunday morning. And Reaper, Grim Reaper, good to see you again. If you see Rebel, tell him I love him still. And yeah, I'll be back. I've been on every day. Today I was even on twice. I'm kind of getting into being back on YouTube. I don't have a plan yet. I've only done 1 or 2 panels so far. I'm just trying to get back here. Just get back here, and whatever comes out, comes out. Gold Eddie, thanks for hanging. St. Paul Dog. KJ Paranormal Down Under, thanks for stopping by. Thomas Jordan, thanks for stopping in. Just kind of going I always forget some people. It's not intentional. Totally will, man. But yeah.